Yeah, I think I was. I always try to provide what our team needs. Usually I try to, comport myself with some poise, and I try to watch what's going on and maybe help them in whatever way I can. Either way, I never get to score a basket. But with a young team under these circumstances, it just felt like the right thing to do. And having said that, I still didn't score a basket.
You talk about chances play, and when did he know he was going to start, and how did he respond to that?
I don't know. He probably had a pretty good idea yesterday. As we prepared without Rick and Ty, we never make a real big deal about who starts. We just don't. I personally don't think it's that important, only because you could sub on the first dead ball anyway, and so but he obviously had a really big game. One of the things we just talked about on the radio show was, sometimes it can be really challenging when you have a lead, like we did, 16 points in the second half. The other team comes storming back, takes the lead, to somehow reverse that momentum again. In addition to that, when you've been losing like we have, you could see how easy it would be at that point, especially with so many young guys playing, to say, uh-oh, here we go again. Because like I said, we've had seemingly a half a dozen games that we've been close but haven't won. So I really give the guys great credit for their character in that, having relinquished the lead, having been on the ropes through the season the way we have, without two of their leaders, that somehow, some way, they hung in there and found the way to win at the end. That's not an easy thing to do.
What do you call it? Winning like this? Just a huge sense of relief? What kind of...
Well, we're going to enjoy the moment. I'm really proud of the guys' effort today and their togetherness. But we'll also at the same time be true to ourselves. We'll get back to work Monday, and we'll try to, prepare for the next game that we can, the best that we can, just like we've been doing each time we've lost.
What does this mean just for the young guys to pull through like where they do?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great day, and it's in this moment. We talk a lot with them, especially through this stretch, Doug, of the fact the only time that any of us can live is right now, in this present moment. And Monday, it'll start all over again. And we take that philosophy, regardless of whether we win or lose, and really have been trying to channel all of their attention to whatever moment we're in. So this is a good moment. It doesn't guarantee anything in the future. It's not an insurance policy that we just bought. It was a good moment today. We could build on the lessons learned, no different than we've been trying to do when we've been punched in the mouth.
Last time you guys played, D'Angelo Casco had a pretty good night, and the numbers are pretty decent today again, but you held it pretty well.
Yeah, boy, it sure didn't seem like it during the game, because it just seems like every time the rebound went up, it had his name on it. Once again, we were really hurt on the glass, our defensive glass, even defensive free throw rebounding. I think gave them 5 really big points. But you're right, Doug. I mean, last time we held them to 25. Tonight we held them to a double-double. And we've been talking about small victories, but in a way, that's a small victory for us. And now for the last 3 games in a row, going Williams, Bryan and Manning, and Casto, we've had much better numbers than we had the first round when we held those guys, to, what was it, like 25, 30, and 25. So, that's cause for, maybe not a whole room full of streamers, but maybe a balloon or two.